Hello everybody out there and welcome back to another weekly comic book haul. And guys, we got a nice amount of books this week and about an equal amount of really awesome books through the computer. But before we get into these, those, or the one extra we have today, we actually did have another extra that didn't make it here in time, so we'll be showing that off in the next haul. We got some stuff to talk about before we get into the comics. Now, for those of you that didn't see the live show tonight, we're filming this on late Friday night. First of all, the Dark Avenger live show is back. Jay, awesome that he is, spent half the morning after Frontline Live figuring out how to fix comments. And he figured it out. It worked on Media Madness. I decided to try it out. It was Friday the 13th. What better time to bring back Dark Avenger Live than on Friday the 13th? And it worked. And what was even better was we were getting your comments live. It was a live chat room. And all we had to do was scroll up. And instead of having to reload a page, which was a pain in the ass to keep pausing the video and loading the comments, this way is so much better. I am very happy that YouTube took Google Plus and worked it so that you didn't have to buy that, didn't have to pay for a program that, number one, you can only have one person on at a time, and number two, we're able to have multiple people on. The one downside, though, was we froze twice. Once we froze in the middle of me announcing stuff, which I'll just reiterate for those of you that didn't watch the live show here. But before that, let's finish. And then the second time, we kind of gave up because people were saying in the comments over and over, they've refreshed and it wasn't working. Watching the video back, though, we never froze. The video actually looks like we're responding to the comments that say we froze, but we weren't frozen. So the one thing I can say with that is if we do freeze, I guess it's a bug on YouTube's end that they're working out now, or through Google Plus and YouTube. If we freeze, refresh, and if you see somebody saying we froze, so that the whole comment box doesn't get overpowered with the video's frozen. Obviously, this is the first time it happened, so it's to be expected. But for future just tell the person to refresh the video, because honestly, we could have done the whole video in one part. But we really did think we froze out that second time, that we stopped the show and made a second part that was only about 10 minutes, if not less long. And it was really just to say goodbye. And everybody was kind of out of it, and a few people didn't carry over from the first show. So if it ever does freeze, reload the page, and it should work. Or if somebody's having a problem, let them know if they haven't experienced this on YouTube yet. But the announcements I made really quickly, for those of you that didn't watch the live show and won't have a chance and that watch this show, is I'm working on fixing up a few things on this channel. I'm not making an announcement video about it. There is an Outside the Pages coming, of course. But the announcement is going to be about Blogger. Once Blogger is edited and looks nice, the Blogger is going to be moved into a .com domain for the stuff on my channel. And I'm probably going to be going back to less comic review individual show. This week is definitely going to be because we are far behind. Mike and I are going to do separate indie book reviews because we have very few indie books and they'll be in the title. And then when it comes to the big two books and any of the other books that we have that are in, basically the big two books, we're going to do a recap-esque review show. It's going to come back. The Dark Avenger comic review show will come back. But we're not going to go deep into details about comics anymore on the review show. We're going to basically give you a recap-esque review of the books, except we're going to stretch it a little bit longer than what we've been doing on the recap. So instead of a book getting a couple of minutes in the limelight, it'll get, in like a couple of seconds, it'll get a couple of minutes. We're still fighting to keep the show under 30 minutes. 30 minutes or below. Let's say 30 minutes or below. If it goes over 30 minutes, either A, it's going to be a big week, or B, we'll split it into two parts, or I have no clue. But I wanted to not overpack your guys' subscription box, and I noticed over the past 16 weeks that I've been doing this, I believe it was 16, or 8, 12, 16, about 16, between 12 to 16 weeks that I've been doing this now. I love the format, but at the same time, reading and reviewing all the books individually take up a huge chunk of time, and I have other websites and other things that I would love to be doing along with this. So what's happening is if you had a pie chart, the comic books are taking up most of the pie chart, especially now that Marvel's releasing tons of #1s. So what I'm looking to do is average everything out so that I'm able to give you guys more, not only on this channel, but on other things I'm working on. This channel, I've always wanted to do more shows. I'm an everything person. I am not categorized by one specific thing. I love comics, yes, but I also love video games. I enjoy watching TV from time to time, certain shows, and I love doing skits, and I love writing. That's why I'm going to be shrinking the reviews back to the way they sort of were. I still will be doing individual spotlights on things, and some videos are going to be specifically for the blogger, though. They will not be listed so they don't overcrowd your subscription feed if that's what I'm doing. But there are some books that we got from New York Comic Con. There is a really awesome book that I got from Victor, and he talked about it on our interview. If you want to see that, go check out Comic Frontline. And I want to review that book. That's going to get a spotlight video. It's not going to be part of a comic review or an indie review. But I'm looking to condense all the stuff that we get weekly so that we can spotlight stuff that we get on the side. Or I want to spotlight the really big books and the books that we consider important and have that on Blogger so it doesn't overcrowd your subscription, and give you guys a full-fledged review with all the books together. I don't know how we're going to work it yet, but I'm doing it less so that I can give you guys more, because I want to do more shows. I want to do more live shows, more impromptu live shows. It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's a Podcast. I want to bring that back finally, and there's a bunch of other things I'm working on. I don't want to make announcements anymore because I don't want to promise you guys stuff that doesn't happen. I just want you guys to sit back and enjoy. So as the new stuff happens, you'll be seeing it in your subscription box. So from this point all the way through till the beginning of 2016, anything new is just going to surprise you as we move forward. 2016 is going to be a huge push for this channel and others. If you want the full effect of me, these are the places I recommend. You don't have to. By no means do you have to. And all the links are in the description below, so you don't have to go far. But if you want the full version, the full-fledged version of all the stuff I'm working on, because I can't condense. I'm an everything person, but I can't condense everything on one video, on one channel. So, the skits are on Brooklyn Boys 13. That's where I started on YouTube with my brother, and that's where our skits continue to come up. And also we're going to be doing an awesome collaboration, not only with video games, but with other things in the future with Brant and Lisa's channel, which is Where's My Tail, so go check that out. That is not in the description links below, but it's Where's My Tail. You just type in Where's My Tail on YouTube, and you will find the channel. It's in Brant's links. It's in a lot of links. Everywhere. You'll find it. But that's the skits. For gaming, I'm moving all of my walkthroughs onto Frontline Gaming Zone, so there will be walkthroughs coming out now soon as well. We're already almost done with Halo, and then we're going to start uploading that. There's Call of Duty, there's Fallout 4. We're figuring out who's going to play Fallout 4. I'm going to continue Soma, etc. That link's in the description below. For in-depth comic reviews, Tuesday live shows, and other really cool reviews, check out Comic Frontline, because any books that I'm down for reviewing on Comic Frontline, my in-depth reviews are going on there. So there's Comic Frontline. For my writing and the work that I'm going to be doing in the comic industry, the comic books I'm writing and putting out, check out Last Ember Press, because that is where all of my books are going to be coming out of, and that is where I'm pouring my heart and soul. Since I was 14, I've loved to write. That's where a lot of my heavy work is going to be, you know, behind the scenes work is. So let's see. You got the game, you got everything. Zone4podcast.com. Every show you see on here, 123 Podcast, Chris and Brancho, it's a podcast, and Zone 4's Zone 4 Podcast. I am a part of all of those, and that is where I podcast about a wide variety of things. So there's Zone4podcast.com. There is a YouTube channel for Zone 4 Podcast, but it's the .com that really has all of the stuff from this channel. Frontline has the Zone 4 video show, but Zone4podcast.com is where everything comes together. And then there's a wide variety of other sites I work on, like Twitter, Instagram. I'm really getting back into Instagram again. I know I'm on Comic Amino, but right now I'm taking a bit of a break. But I'm also on Movie Pilot. I'm on several different sites as Dark Avenger C86. So if you have an Instagram, come follow me on there. If you have a Twitter, come follow me on there. Because Twitter, I usually put in a live feed of wrestling matches. I live tweet during wrestling pay-per-views. And on Instagram, anything I get extra outside of the comic books, I take pictures of. And I'm going to start taking pictures of my favorite comic covers of the week soon. So you can look forward to that. There's a lot of stuff. So all the links in the description below, minus Where's My Tail. I recommend checking out Where's My Tail. These are all to get the full extent of what I'm doing online, because very soon I'm going to be stretching myself between all the channels, and I don't want you guys to think on this channel I am neglecting you. I'm not. I'm telling you guys about these other channels I'm working on, because that is also, as much as it's its own thing, it also is incorporated right here on Dark Avengers C86. Dark Avengers C86 are my shows, my specific shows, connected to Zone 4 and Comic Frontline and everywhere else, and my reviews, my review show, most importantly. So if you notice things are changing on the channel, it's because we're trying out different things. I mean, we tried a countdown, we tried individual and group reviews. It always ends up going back somehow to a review show. So I guess if it ain't broken, don't fix it, and I don't want to spam your subscription boxes. So that's the long and short of it. Take it for what you will. The best thing I can say is keep an eye on this channel. I know you guys are going to like what you see as time moves forward and as I have more time to do other things. And that's what I want, more time to do other shows that you guys will enjoy. But I know most of you also like seeing the reviews, so that's why the review show always happens. It's been happening for 315 weeks. This is episode 315, so it's going to be happening for a long time still to come. No more talking, book time. Birthright has returned. Birthright issue 11. There is actually a variant. I believe it's the same price, but there's a variant for this entire next story arc, depicting scenes from Mikey as he gradually grows up in this alternate world. The world left my mind, but I'm really happy to be back in Birthright. I can't wait to read this issue. They've corrected it. Secret Wars, issue 7 of 9. At this point, I'm just reading it to get it, to get the full extent and the conclusion to this event. But does it wow me anymore? Is it going to surprise me anymore? No, and 2-to-1 Mike's going to be reviewing the last 3 books, because we're already in all new, all different Marvel. So this event technically is over in the Marvel Universe, but it's still going on because they didn't finish it yet. It could have been a lot better if not for the delays and setbacks. I got the Looney Tune cover for Batman Superman 26. We talked about this on the live show. It's nothing special right now. Why? Because Superman's depowered and Bruce Wayne isn't Batman at the moment. So I'm just getting it because it says Superman. Captain America White issue 4. I'm really excited to get that, to read this. I'm really happy that we're almost halfway through it. I believe this is issue 4 of, I think this is a, is it a 6 or a 5 issue miniseries? Let's see if the back says to be included without cheating. Yep, to be included. So it's a 5 issue mini. So the last issue is going to be coming out probably in about 2 weeks. Batman 46. I'm just getting this to keep the, to not have a gap in my collection, but I've fallen so far behind, and this is also the Looney Tunes cover. I've fallen so far behind with Batman because I just can't get into Gordon as Batman, even though Bruce is around and has amnesia and he's in this book still, and Bloom definitely looks interesting. Personally, I'm going to wait till issue 50. It's 4 books away, 4 months away, and then we're going to have Bruce back anyway. Superman American Alien issue number 1. I am so ready for this book. I'm excited to get into it. I did skim the book during the live show because I was asked to, and it looks amazing. Thor's issue number 4 of 4. My last miniseries. No, my second to last. There's still Ultimate End, the final issue there, whenever that decides it's going to come out. Probably it'll come out closer to when Secret Wars finale, so that we see the end of the Ultimate Universe. But Thor's has been one of my top favorite series out of Battle World, out of Secret Wars. So I'm excited to see how that ends. Got Spider-Man 2099 issue number 3. Everybody's telling me the last page definitely is going to set up for things in the future. I'm purposely not going to go to the end of the book until I read it, but I'm excited. Mike's got The Walking Dead issue 148. Yeah, it's 148. Really not much to say on that. I know Mike's really enjoying it. Robin Hood issue 16, which I believe Mike's still enjoying that series as well. I'm so excited for this one. This is one of the physical number 1s I had to get. All New Wolverine issue number 1. Unfortunately, this is a $5 first issue. Just the way it is, but I'm really excited for it. Darth Vader issue number 12. That's Mike's. Vader Down is starting next week. And we've got Carnage issue number 1. This wasn't a $5 book though. But there were other $5 books and we have those all on the computer. And extra this week was Fallout 4. You will be seeing this on Frontline Gaming Zone. Really excited to be playing this game. And the camera's blinking, so guys, check out the links in the description below at your leisure. Comment below your thoughts on the comics this week. I'll see you guys really soon in the next review. Keep reading, keep collecting, everybody. Take care, and I'll, like I said, see you real soon.